He is beside himself, by Alexander Maclaren. And when his friends heard of it, they went out to lay hold on him, for they said, He is beside himself. Mark 3, verse 21. Mark the similarity of the estimate which will be passed by the world on all Christ's true followers. The same elements exist today, the same intolerance of anything higher than the low level, the same incapacity to comprehend simple devotion and lofty aims, the same dislike of a man that comes and rebukes by his silent presence the vices in which he takes no part. And it is a great deal easier to say, poor fool, enthusiastic fanatic, than it is to lay to heart the lesson that lies in such a life. The one thing, or at least the principal thing, which the Christianity of this generation wants is a little more of this madness. It would be a great deal better for us all who call ourselves Christians if we had earned and deserved the world's sneer, He is beside himself. But our modern Christianity, like an epicure's rare wines, is preferred iced. And the last thing that anybody would think of suggesting in connection with the demeanor, either the conduct or the words, of the average Christian man of this day is that his religion had touched his brain a little. But, dear friends, go in Christ's footsteps, and you will get the same missiles flung at you. If a church or an individual has earned the praise of the outside ring of godless people because its or his religion is reasonable and moderate and kept in its proper place and not allowed to interfere with social enjoyments and political and municipal corruptions and the like, then there is much reason to ask whether that church or man is Christian after Christ's pattern. Oh, I pray that there may come down on the professing church of this generation a baptism of the Spirit. And I am quite sure that when that comes, the people that admire moderation and approve of religion, but like it to be kept in its own place, will be all ready to say, when they hear the sons and the daughters prophesying, and the old men seeing visions, and the young men dreaming dreams, and the fiery tongues uttering the praises of God, these men are full of new wine. Would we were full of the new wine of the Spirit. Do you think anybody would say of your religion that you were beside yourself because you made so much of it? They said it about your master, and if you were like him, it would be said in one tone or another about you. We are all desperately afraid of enthusiasm today. It seems to me that it is the want of the Christian church, and that we are not enthusiastic because we don't half believe the things that we say are our creed. One more word. Christian men and women have to make up their minds to go on the path of devotion, conformity to Christ's pattern, self-sacrificing surrender, without minding one bit what is said about them. Brethren, I do not think Christian people are in half as much danger of dropping the standard of the Christian life by reason of the sarcasms of the world as they are by reason of the low tone of the church. Don't you take your ideas of what a reasonable Christian life is from the men round you, howsoever they may profess to be Christ's followers, and let us keep so near the Master that we may be able to say, with me it is a very small matter to be judged of you, or of man's judgment. He that judgeth me is the Lord. Never mind, though they say, beside himself. Never mind, though they say, Oh, utterly extravagant and impracticable. Better that than to be patted on the back by a world that likes nothing so well as a church with its teeth drawn and its claws cut, which may be made a plaything and an ornament by the world. And that is what much of our modern Christianity has come to be.